In this lecture, we are going to see how to configure the advanced options under WP Rocket Catch plugin. Once you have paused configuring these basic options, it means you have configured almost 95% of this WP Rocket Catch plugin. So you should have already got the maximum optimization that you can touch within your website. This advanced options is for those who wants to customize the each and every option that they wish to play around with caching plugins. All these options are given the explanations that any WordPress beginner can understand. For some of the options, they have already provided a link to YouTube videos explaining that feature. For example, the prefetch DNS. So what we are going to see in this lecture then? We are going to see only three options. The first one is reducing the number of minified files using this WP Rocket Catch, and the last two options, that is to make the JavaScript files to be included in the footer during the minification process and to load them in a deferred manner so as they are not blocking to cause the eliminate render blocking issue. Okay, let's see how we can do that. First of all, let's come to this page speed insights analysis of my website inspirearound.com. Here you can see 5 files are causing eliminate render blocking issue. 2 of them are JavaScript, 2 of them are CSS, and 1 is Google Fonts. This thing you cannot do anything about it, but we can reduce these JavaScript files to 1 and these 2 CSS files to 1. So at the end of the day, we can change these 5 eliminate render blocking issue to just 3. Let's see how we can do that. Going to this advanced options of WP Rocket Catch plugin, come down and you can see reduce the number of minified files. Just enable both of them and select save changes. Now you can see that the score has gone up by 2 points for desktop, and also the render blocking of JS files has got reduced to 1, and the same case is for CSS files too. But by reducing the number of JavaScript and CSS files to 1, you are going to affect the performance of parallel downloads. Just imagine a file that is getting split into 3 parts and another file that is getting split into 5 parts, and both of these are downloading simultaneously. If a file is split into 5 different parts using a download manager, then that will download much faster compared to the download manager which splits a file into 3 parts. That's why if you try to improve the page speed score indirectly, this particular method alone increases the page load time. So if you are so curious about increasing the page speed score, use this technique. But what I recommend is not to use this one. Just uncheck them and leave it as it is so that you can get the maximum page speed or the minimum page loading time. Just don't care about this page speed grade which Google gives, because at the end of the day, the actual time what the user experience on your website matters above everything. Now let's see one more technique by which you can eliminate this render blocking issue as far as possible at the cost of page loading time. I am just teaching you these techniques just to make you aware of, but these techniques may increase the page speed grade but not improve the page loading time. So if you are happy about the real-time performance, you can just skip this lecture and move on to the next one. So for those who are curious to improve the page speed grade, let's continue. Now to use these two options, you need to go to basic options and uncheck CSS and Js. Now click Save Changes. Come back to our Page Speed Insights tool and rerun the analysis. Now we get a lot of eliminate render blocking issue. See, we have got 2 JS files and 5 CSS files. We cannot optimize these CSS files So let's go back to our basic options and select CSS and click Yes, I am sure. Now come back to advanced options. You don't need to click Save Changes. We can do all the changes and finally we can click on that button. Now come back to Page Speed Insights, right click and inspect. Now right click here and select Edit Attribute. Let's copy it, come back to WP Rocket and select this default loading tab and paste it. Now click Add URL, come back to Page Speed Insights, inspect, edit attribute, copy and paste it here. Remember, you should not check this checkbox. If you check it, then it will block the rendering of your web page. We are doing this to eliminate the render blocking issues. So don't check these checkboxes. Now click Save Changes. Now you can see that the eliminate render blocking of JavaScript files has vanished completely, but still the CSS files exist. You cannot completely eliminate the CSS render blocking. If you want to do that, then you need to hire a web developer who is well versed with coding, or you need to write a new theme for your website, which is not possible for everyone, isn't it? So let's leave our optimization to this, where you can get 85, the score is same, and the score is same for mobile too. So literally there is no page speed grade improvement even after these optimizations of advanced options. Also we need to mess around with this page speed insights, edit attribute and lot of stuff like that. So now let's test whether we could see some improvement at least in the real world performance. Coming to Pingdom tools, well, the performance grade has got reduced from 96 to 94, and also the load time has got increased by 200 millisecond. So it's a degrade in performance, isn't it? Now let's move to GT metrics. Here the page speed doesn't vary, but the page speed score has got reduced from 100 to 99. So what do I recommend here is don't mess up with advanced options. Just disable all the advanced options and check the CSS and JS checkboxes alone and leave it as it is. This will give you the best possible performance grade and best possible speed for most of the websites. In the next lecture, let's see the other options that are available in this WP Rocket plugin.